Doc Eric, welcome to my YouTube neighborhood, the channel where we give you one mindset tip and one body set tip to take with you not only throughout today's video, but also later in life as well. Today we're going to be talking about avocados, we're going to be talking about bananas, and I'm going to be sharing with you some things that I have found about both of these delicious and tasty items. So let's jump in. So most people love bananas, most people definitely love avocados, but the problem that we find with both of these is sometimes the bananas brown too quickly, we don't know what to do with them, and sometimes we just don't know what the heck to do with an avocado. So let me go ahead and break it down for you. From a food science perspective, as the banana starts to ripen, it starts to get these little brown spots on it. What's happening is the sugars, the natural sugars that are occurring in the banana, they're starting to become a little bit more sweet. So what ends up happening is if your banana looks like this, it's going to contain actually a lot more sugar than you're thinking you're getting, as opposed to a banana that's just starting to brown. If you're someone who loves bananas but's worried about how much sugar they're consuming in the banana, the natural sugars in the banana, you may actually want to choose eating a banana that's slightly underripe, which means it looks a little bit more green. I know that they don't taste the best, and I know that they're not as easy to peel, but you'll find that the impact of the sugar that you're getting from the banana is a little bit less. These are the type of people that I recommend trying this if you are blending your banana in your breakfast smoothie. That way you barely notice the difference, but you're still getting that banana goodness, but you're getting a little bit less of a sugar spike from that banana. So that's tip number one. Second tip is if your bananas are starting to brown at a rapid rate and you know that you're not going to be able to eat them anytime soon, my personal preference is to take the banana, peel it, cut it in half, and put it on a cookie sheet and put it in the freezer. Then what I do is I put it in a Ziploc baggie and I put it on a nice flat surface. That way if I want a half of a banana piece or if I want the whole banana, I can just take out both pieces. If, for example, you peel the bananas and you chuck them into a freezer bag, what's going to happen is the moisture on the banana, it's actually going to adhere them all together. So now I've got a giant banana brick and it can be difficult to try to carve off or break off pieces. So when you freeze them, don't forget to spread them out. When we look at avocados, avocados are pretty tricky because it's hard to tell if this thing is ripe just by looking at it. Some people go with the method of pulling off that little belly button to see if it's ripe on the inside. Some people, they'll do the pressure test to see if it's kind of ripe. Some people say that they can tell by the smell or by the surface of what the avocado looks like. For me, none of that stuff has ever worked, so I typically will just do the press test. Then what ends up happening is if I find that the avocado is ripe and I need to eat it, you score it around the edge just like you normally do. And then also when you are cutting your avocado, make sure that it's on a flat surface, not your hand, because once you're trying to take out that pit, you're gouging that knife down and you don't want it to land on your hand. So make sure that you're using a cutting board and you don't need to make a giant violent chop in order to get that seed out. You can kind of come down nice and low, put the knife blade right on top, want to pat it down with your opposite hand, and then you twist and then the pit should come right out. If you're somebody who doesn't eat a lot of avocado, what you want to do is you want to score the avocado in half, take the side for consumption that does not have the pit in it, but you want to leave the pit on the opposite side. You can put that in the fridge. What that does is that helps to preserve freshness. If you're somebody who bought a lot of avocados and you're starting to notice that they're ripening rather quickly, go ahead and put them in the fridge and that'll buy you an extra day or two. The last ditch effort is if you know that you've got a lot of avocados left over, the thing that I have done is I'll take the avocado and I'll actually score it, I'll take out the pit, and I'll take both ends and I'll put them on a piece of parchment paper, then I'll put that on a sheet pan and I'll put that in the freezer. What that does is that helps to keep them nice and even as opposed to them all kind of melding together with the moisture, and then you get this big brick of avocado. What I have found is they do not taste the same as you're currently used to, but it's not a problem if you put it in your shake. So what I'll do is I'll take out the avocado the night before, I'll put it into the fridge, I'll put it into a little bit of a bowl without any water in it, and then I take that and I put that into my smoothie and it blends up nice, it adds a bit of a chill. Some people like to put ice cubes into their smoothie. This basically does it all in one. Again, you're not going to get that same flavor of the avocado, but you will get that full fat satiety factor as well as that delicious dietary fiber. So there you have it. We talked avocados, we talked bananas today. Don't forget to leave comments down below. Let me know some tips and tricks that you have found that work for you in terms of avocados as well as bananas. People love to read those comments down below, and it helps other people learn a little bit more about the food that is already occurring in their house, and it helps them to minimize food waste as well. So don't forget also to rate, review, and subscribe. We love getting new visitors to the channel. It helps me generate new and fun content like this. And until next time, stay healthy.